I'm back, and once again, thank you all for tuning in to this edition of the Living Room Show. I am Eli the Voice, and today I'm here with my girl again, Pretty V, and we're gonna chop it up as I'm actually continuing this series. We're talking about situationships, relationships, and bullshit. So you've had your share of all three.
To a degree, I would say. Yeah.
To a degree. I guess I'll say, so I always talk about, I always lead into like the dating pool and like, is there a blueprint for dating and things like that. I guess I'll ask you, do you feel there's a blueprint for dating?
No. If there's a blueprint for dating, it's not gonna never work. Everybody's not the same. What works for one person or one scenario, that's not gonna work for everybody in every scenario. There's no blueprint. It's like improv.
I feel you. So if you're gonna say that, then on your journey in dating, I guess, or in dealing, how has that turned out for you? I mean, you're not married now, are you?
Mm-mm.
So, I mean, if there is no blueprint for dating, is that the reason that you're not married? Or are you in a relationship even?
No. I'm straight. I'm content being alone. Like, it's nice to have friends or a boo friend, or, you know what I'm saying? And y'all don't even have to smash each other to have a boo friend. I feel like a boo friend is more like the boyfriend without the relationship and the sex.
I feel you.
So it's like, we can take trips together, we can kick it, we can spend time with each other. You can have whatever you got going on, I can have whatever I got going on. We don't have to have sex.
But when you say take trips together now,
it's just a friend. It's like a boy best friend.
So are y'all gonna sleep in the same room?
It wouldn't matter. I would sleep in the same room with a girl.
Would you sleep in the same bed?
Ooh, if it's, I ain't gonna lie, if my friend a girl, yeah, but if it's a boy, I can't go. But I say that because, be realistic. Temptation. It's a thing. Why tempt somebody?
I did it before.
And y'all didn't hunch each other?
I actually, wow, it's my first time admitting this to the world. And she my homegirl now. But I took a woman to Vegas. Yeah. Took a woman to Vegas. We was out there for 3 days. Stayed in the same room.
Still waiting on my question to be answered.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, we stayed in the same room for 3 days, in the same bed. Mm-hmm. She's very attractive. And we didn't smash. I didn't even try to smash.
Then you gonna leave me hanging?
Well, oh, my bad. I ain't see it. My bad. I mean, I was in a different headspace. Not saying that I was messed up, but I'm just saying, like, I would have, but I just didn't try. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible. I
know it's possible, but I don't want to put myself in an uncomfortable situation.
I feel you.
I don't do good with the discomfort.
So he would have to sleep on the floor?
No,
one of the couches or something?
They have rooms that have 2 beds.
Alright, I feel you.
So then we not forking out extra unnecessary money.
I feel you. What if he got up naked and walked past you?
I'm gonna go like this. Don't cover my eyes. I'm gonna look away. I don't want to see. I don't want to know.
No, you don't want to know.
I don't want to know. I don't want to see. I don't want no parts.
So you really legitimately wouldn't look? You wouldn't try to peek or nothing?
I ain't gonna lie. Let me peek.
See, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, see the truth come out. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Maybe a little.
Sneak
a peek.
Yeah,
but just out of curiosity. But
yeah.
I wouldn't try to make it known that I was looking, because I wouldn't want him thinking I'm looking at him like that, because this is not bad.
I feel you. I think that, in all honesty, I mean, it's possible, real, like a friend. But you said a boo friend. So that means that there is a level of that we like you. Right, so we like each other. So I'm saying, at some point, that line is going to get crossed.
No.
So then what? Like you just like never want to like be that with him. This is it. It's just how did like no.
Listen.
That I mean I know we got a lot of different things
just
in this day and age. Okay, go ahead. I'm here. I'm gonna
I've
hear you out.
experienced things in my life that have changed the way I think about things. So the way that niggas can mess with a female and not have no attachment, I'm very capable. Very capable.
I feel you.
I don't hunch a lot of people, by the way. I just had to throw that out there. I don't even need my whole hand. I'm not a whore. I'm just not.
You count on one hand?
Less.
What you mean less than one hand?
We not finna get into all of this.
What you mean? I'm just saying.
I'm not dropping a number, but I don't even need my whole hand.
Alright, I feel you. And you what, 30 what?
23.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's nothing wrong.
Let me say this. It's good in the world, but from a spiritual perspective, it's not. Because I've not been married, not once. And I'm not married now. I shouldn't have one body.
You're right.
So, in the world, for the flesh, yeah, that's good. Spiritually, no.
Well, that's what's up. So
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
When you have sex with people, you guys develop an attachment to one another, regardless of if you want that attachment or not. Some form of an attachment is created. I don't want that attachment to you. I don't want whatever spirits, whatever battles you got going on. My life is fine. I don't want that going on with me.
Yeah.
I don't.
That transfer of spirits.
Yeah. I don't want that. I don't know what spirits you carry in the dark.
Yeah, you're right.
I know what I got. I know the things I battle, the things I fight, the things I face, and God has put me in a position to be able to deal with that. He's given me all the tools necessary without even having going through trials and tribulations, right? He's given me all of his power. He tells me that in the Bible. All right, so he's given me all his powerful power. I'm capable of doing what God can do. Very capable.
Yeah.
But I'm not spiritually inclined because I've not yet reached that level of spirituality.
I see what you're saying.
But I have the power. I have the potential.
So then, I mean, is that one of the things that we're dealing with here, or is that the major thing as it relates to situationships, relationships, and even the bullshit? Is there a lack of God, or I mean, what do you see?
First of all, absolutely. If you out here just sexing whoever just cause no real rhyme or reason, yeah, obviously there's an issue.
Wait, but how do we get to that then? I guess if you say that if we're just out here sexing for no reason or whatever, I mean, how do we get to that as people? How is it like we're just having casual sex and that's fine? I mean, because it's been going on.
People get too laxadays, and like it's one thing like you go to work, right? You work hard every day. You go to work this one day, you tired, but you decide you're gonna just chill. Now it's a whole lot of stuff that didn't get done. A whole lot of stuff that's not finished because you were being too relaxed. If you relax in life, there's a whole lot of things that ain't gonna get done. That's why people stay stagnant. That's why they be, what's the word I'm thinking of to start with a C? Complacent. That's why they get complacent, because they're too lax in life. I don't want to be that. Am I that now? To a degree. Am I working on it? Absolutely. Do I pray about it? Absolutely. I don't want to be like this. I want success in my future. I don't want to be stuck. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love my job. When I'm rich, I won't quit still. That's how much I love my job.
I feel you. So, in moving forward, because that's a good point, you know, when you talk about the spiritual aspect. How do we get back to that? How do we check? Because, should situationships even be a thing?
Okay. In the flesh? Yeah. In the spirit? Absolutely not.
So, how do we avoid our children from, our sons and daughters? How do we avoid our sons from creating situationships, and how do we keep our daughters from wanting to be a part of situationships, which, if you ask me, leads to bullshit.
Absolutely. So I'll say this, because we have daughters, we have sons, right? So for our daughters, as a mother, they looking at what you doing. I do a lot of bull crap, right? But I don't do my bull crap in front of my kids, because that's not what I want them to see. I don't want them to pick that up. So, you have to create the example, I guess. Lead by example. So, if I'm involved with a person, I don't know how serious we finna get. Don't know how long you gonna be around. Don't know how respectful you are. Don't know how you feel about kids. I'm not finna bring any nigga around my kids. You might be a taker. Like, you might try to do something to my kids, and I can't have that. I'm gonna say this, and I probably shouldn't, but
No, say it.
I kill a nigga behind my kids. I don't care how much I love you. You will die if you play with my kids, and that's on me. And that's just what it is. I will spend the rest of my life in the penitentiary.
If they play with your kids, you mean like if they made a joke about your kids or something, like you little
not
bean
no
head,
little
something.
stupid crap.
Oh, okay.
You don't disrespect my kids. Am I gonna kill you if you disrespect my kids? It depends on what the disrespect is. If the disrespect was you molesting my kids, you're gonna be pushing up daisies. Period. I'm spilling Kool-Aid behind mine, and that's just what it is.
The Kool-Aid, y'all hear that? I just so happened to got on red on the.
Damn, I didn't even pay attention.
So then,
let me say this too.
say it.
I'm the type of person, you could push me over all day long. I will be fine. I have the tools I need. I have the mental capacity I need to be able to deal with it. My kids don't. They kids. You can rape me, whatever, beat on me, whatever, right? I'm going to feel a way about it for sure, but I'm going to get through it. Don't do that to my kids.
So if, and you know, I used to always wonder, well, I guess I still do wonder why, like, black people really, like, don't say nothing about my kids. They be ready to crash out, right?
Words is words, right? There's
Right.
power in a tongue, says the Bible. So,
based on your experiences, how did you, I mean, seriously though, how did you find yourself in situationships?
I've had one situationship, and it was more of a trauma response from something I experienced in the past. Real talk, like, it's a trauma response.
You want to talk about it a little bit? I mean, maybe what you can
so
say.
what depth?
As far as
you can ask me
how
general
you can,
questions.
well, no, I mean how you can help someone to avoid a situationship. I mean, you like, what are some of the red flags you seen? I mean, how did it come about? Like, was you talking first? Did he?
With the
like,
situationship?
yeah, like, I mean, we want to know, like, how did it come about? I mean, you seem like a woman that, you know, knows what she wants. So how do you find yourself in a situation?
I don't want to hear what you gotta say after I say this, okay? That was my boo friend. See? But listen. No, listen. It was like, we didn't hunch each other.
Y'all didn't hunt each other during the situationship?
We didn't hunch each other.
As boo friends. Right. But the same boo friend ended up being a situationship. See? So we just proved right there that the boo friend thing won't work. So you can ask that out.
That's not true. That's what I was going to get into. It was more of a... not a lack of self-control, because I have self-control. I won't say that I have the greatest self-control in the world, right? But it's a lot of stuff I won't say just because I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings or spread people's business. But it's like, it ain't just happened. It was talked about. It was a discussion. It was a conscious decision. It was more of this ain't what I want for real, but tell you what I do want. You know what I'm saying? And then it went from there to, okay, now let's have another discussion. Now this is what I want. And then that turned into now he wants to have a new discussion. And pump your brakes, we don't do those. Like,
so here's the thing then. How do you avoid another situationship? And before you answer that question, let me ask this. Was it beneficial?
The situationship?
Yeah.
I know I look crazy right now doing all that, but I can't say it wasn't.
No,
and
it
taught me a lesson.
Either it is or it isn't.
It taught me a lesson.
So then I'm saying, so was it beneficial during the time that you were in it? Because everything should be beneficial.
It had to be.
You know, as far as like when we're done and over with it.
Every experience, listen, I'm not going to unclothe. I have a tattoo right here that says every experience I had, and I'll say right here because it's huge, but every experience I had is perfect and necessary for my growth.
Would you get involved in another one?
If I felt that it was necessary if I was led to feel like that's what I wanted to do, yes.
Wait, when you mean led by who?
Myself.
So a situationship.
No, listen. Okay, I'm gonna be for real.
You know,
You can never say never. You don't know what you might do. You don't know what headspace you're gonna be in 7 years from now. You don't know what experiences you're gonna have 7 years from now. I don't know what type of headspace I'm gonna be in that might cause me to say, F this, I want another situationship. But that's not to say that's what I'm looking for, because I'm not.
I feel you.
And I'm not interested in having sex with a bunch of different men. I'm not interested in sharing myself that way with so many different people. I'm just not. It's a turn-off for me. So if it's a turn-off for me, for myself, imagine how much of a turn-off it is for a man to have a woman that's been ran through. And I've never, ever thought about that way until just now.
Wow.
Like, it's a turn-off for me. Why wouldn't it be a turn-off for you?
I feel you.
But in the same breath, niggas do it all the time. So it's okay. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the societal double standard.
It is.
That's why people have to stop making their morals and values off of society. That's flesh. That's the world. You have to you have to have some real, what do I want to call it, foundation.
Yeah.
If you don't have foundation, it's going to crumble. Fall to the ground to pieces. And you're going to be left picking that up by yourself because you did that to yourself. That don't mean you don't have a support system. I'll say this. I've been through a lot in my life. There was a point in life where I felt like I didn't have a support system. I did, but I didn't feel like it. So when I mentioned that to my support system, they feel like we were here for you. You were. I give you that, but not the way I needed you to be here for me.
Yeah, that definitely makes
what you're capable of doing doesn't mean that's what I need. Yes, you were there to help me and support me, but not to the capacity that helped me enough to pull me out of where I was.
That's what's up.
But what I was saying earlier, and I got real off track, but as a woman, you can't bring a bunch of different men around your kids. Your daughter see you bring a bunch of different men around your kids, she gonna be like, oh, that's okay because mom did it. It's not okay just because mom did it.
That's right.
I could have been a prostitute. That don't make it okay for you to do it. I could have been a stripper. That don't make it okay for you to do it. But then that goes back to lead by example. That's why I hide my BS from my kids. They don't see that I'm not a stripper. I'm not a prostitute. I just say it because I made it sound like that, but I'm not. I live life when my kids not here. I live life when they here too. I just live it different. More responsible.
It's all about what you expose your kids to and what they
and I try not to expose them. I'm not saying that I've never exposed them to BS. I have. All parents have exposed their kids to BS for people.
Yeah,
We
to a
make
degree.
mistakes.
I mean, even if it's not
Even if it
what
wasn't
one
major.
considered BS, yeah, it can still be something that could be detrimental to the growth of the
Something
kid.
as small as how you spoke to a particular individual. Like, I've spoken disrespectfully to my mom in front of my kids. I apologized to my mom, and then I had to go back and tell my kids that's not okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Because you saw me do this, but I need you to know it's not okay.
Well, I will say this. You know, there's definitely the things that you said definitely have merit to them because as men and women, we've lost our way.
Absolutely.
And society has become okay with the double standard.
And that's the problem.
And so
we're okay with what society's okay with. When are we going to be okay with what God okay with?
But see, everybody doesn't care about the standard of God.
Okay.
The standard of life.
Absolutely true, but then what does that say? In general, what does that say? If there's not enough people out here who care about the standard of God, what does that say about society?
Society's going down.
Not even just that. That means the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few.
All right, then you better say that then, preach.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Because if there were enough of us.
If you could give a word right now to a young woman who's struggling with her identity, maybe her self-esteem and her confidence, what would you say?
I heard Krishan say this. He told me I'd be saying her name wrong, but Krishan be saying this. But she said she is always herself, no matter what room she goes into. But that comes with you being comfortable in your skin, you being confident, you being, I guess, unfearing of other people's perspectives. Everybody got their own perspective. Somebody gonna hate me, somebody gonna love me, and some people ain't gonna care about me. And that's just what it is. I accept that. But it doesn't matter as long as I love me.
So wait a minute now. Did the girl, the blue faced chick, she said all that, or?
No, I'm saying all that. What she said was she's always herself, no matter what room she go into.
She ain't the first person that said that.
No, she said where she got it from.
No, don't be quoting her. No.
She said where she got it from, but I don't remember the
We ain't quoting Krishan on here.
Listen,
so we ain't giving her no quote.
That's where I got it from.
That ain't even her quote.
She said she didn't take credit for it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I
that's where you heard it. Nah, I'm just saying. She ain't the only person that said that.
No, she not. She said where she got it from. It was a lady.
You better stop looking at. Don't be listening to her. She need to get herself together.
She do, but she talked about God.
She wasn't the one. She wasn't right. It was the person that said it before her that was right.
Okay, but she was still right, bro.
I'm just talking, y'all, man.
Shaw, you won't care. Real good. If you read anything in the Bible, read the whole Proverbs. The whole Proverbs. It don't read like a book. It reads like points to life. All right, do this, remember this.
I agree.
In the book of Proverbs, that's where it says, this ain't verbatim, right? But it says, a wise man or a fool speaks his mind. A wise man know how to close his mouth. If you wise, you gonna listen before you speak. I had to learn that. My kid's dad used to tell me that all the time, but it didn't mean nothing to me because I was mad. And it didn't matter, and I felt like he was just saying that to get his way or whatever, but he was right.
Oh, yeah.
He was very right.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing about the Word of God and the Scripture itself. I mean, it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, it's the moral compass of life. And without it, we're really lost out here, struggling, trying to find our way.
That's why you got people like, never mind.
I mean, we got all type of people.
I ain't even gonna drop names though. I don't even want them type of problems.
No, we're not gonna drop names, but at the same time, I mean, there's a lot of people out here, that
I love Lil Durk.
People
so
are jacked up.
If you see this, come here.
Lil Durk is one of them people that's jacked up.
You went too far.
I'm just saying, we talking about jacked up people.
Okay, all right, let's say this. Because, I can never say that, right? So, let's say Durk is jacked up. Ooh. How did he get there? It's not his fault.
Daddy was locked up for a long time. Grew up in a neighborhood where
none of which is his fault.
The streets was
where you turned to.
Yeah, I mean it was right there at the forefront. So
I remember telling you this earlier. I'm so sorry. Go ahead and finish.
No, it's cool. I mean, Durk's situation, just like a lot of other young black men, I blame the man.
I'm not gonna get into that topic right now. We're gonna talk about that later. Because I see your POV, but I have one too.
Well, we're going to have to get on that.
But yeah, so it's like people who, okay, I had this homeboy. He not my homeboy no more. But when I met him, he was a cool dude. He's very eccentric, a little over the top, but he was cool. He started being over weird, so I had to, you need to cut it. I had to cut that short real quick because I don't even need negativity in my life. It's like I miss him as a friend because he brought a personality I've never experienced to my life.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
That's what's up.
But at the same time, part of his personality came with the demons that he fought.
Wow.
And I couldn't help him fight those demons anymore.